one more thing.
Hi, up next, that was so awkward, I'm so sorry guys. Up next we have Sali about to play. Hi.
Hello.
But before that we're going to have a wee interview. Okay, right, let's talk the Sali show. How did it come about? What is it? And what's your favourite guest been so far?
Okay, so the Sali show, the Planet Sali show is on Planet Wax on air.
Slay.
It actually came about last year when... So BMC was obviously originally in Brixton, which is next to me, and I used to have a show on BMC called the Sali and Phil Show, which is basically the Sali and Friends show. It was a code name for Friends. And then BMC moved, and then the Sali show had no home. And so, and it had no home, and I actually originally wanted to play somewhere in Brixton.
Yeah, of
and I was
course.
chatting to the guys at Planet Wax last summer, and they were talking about, well, it was actually Tony Force. He was talking about how he wanted to start a radio station, and I wanted to do something in Brixton, and I was like, you know what, Planet Wax, I could travel to Planet Wax.
Yeah.
And then we kind of brought together Planet Wax on air. There was one resident, and then there was, which is Uncle G, and then there's two of us, and now there's like 11.
No way, it's grown so much in just a year. Fair.
Yeah.
Have you had a favourite guest so far?
I've had so many good guests.
Yeah.
I don't
ones
have
that you just really, really enjoy doing.
one that stood out was one of my first shows with El Major.
Yeah.
And he wanted to go like 1 for 1. And I wasn't used to going 1 for 1. I was always used to going like 3 for 3 or 2 for 2.
Yeah.
And that kind of made me step out of my zone, my comfort zone. And
Okay. So
now
challenged you.
Yeah, and now I kind of like encourage it with my guests as well, because it's like really fun. We just bounce off each other.
Yeah, and reach your vibes. That sounds terrifying, but I love that. So at Boomtown's your favourite festival, isn't it? And you played not 1, not 2, but 3 sets. How did it feel to finally play your favourite festival and play so many sets as well?
It was insane. It was really insane. I had 2 planned sets, and then I played a reggae set in the Artist Bar, which was
love that.
so nice.
That's the exact vibe you need, like Boomtown as well, just a bit of reggae.
Exactly, like when you're hanging, like it was like at like midday, and everyone's like trying to crawl back into town.
That sounds
and
lovely.
just playing some reggae. Yeah, it was really fun. It was insane, honestly. Love Boomtown.
Are you hoping to play there again next year?
Yes.
What stage do you want to play?
Obviously, in the next couple of years, my dream is to play like a main stage. But
of course.
Yeah, like I guess Wrong Side of the Tracks would be...
Yeah, that stage is mental. I went last year, but I didn't even like go into that. I was like, that just looks nuts and I'm way too drunk for this. So I was like, I don't think I can confirm that right now.
I feel like you could really send it in Wrong Side of the Tracks.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, it's just like, the whole of Boomtown is feral, but there's something about that particular stage that's just very feral.
It is very feral. It's proper scatty.
Yeah, I love
it. It used to be really, back in the day, I don't know if I remember this correct, but it used to be like really, really jump uppy. Like,
that makes sense.
I feel like that's where I found jump up, like in the Wrong Side of the Tracks.
That's where it originated from.
It's a bit different.
Brilliant. I like that, like, Boomtown just keeps growing for me, I think. Did you have like a particular stage that you really enjoyed just dancing at this year?
There was a new stage, like a new forest. I was like Aurora, or like I think maybe it's Anara Forest. That was crazy. I liked it. A lot of people didn't like it.
Yeah.
It was controversial. Security were whack there, but
I heard bad things about security.
But other than that,
dancing in the woods is pretty fun. Like,
it was so good. The lights were crazy. There was like a water fountain. It was pretty trippy.
Man, that sounds lovely. What's everyone on about?
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Just a not security.
Honestly. So you lived in Korea for a while, didn't you? Is there anything that really stood out there in the music scene, like the music scene there and here in comparison?
So when I was living there was like no drum and bass, no jungle, none of that stuff.
Oh my god.
So
what the hell did you get up to?
Techno.
Fair, valid. So it's more like techno over there than anything.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Techno. There's a lot of minimal. I started to appreciate minimal. I still find it a little bit boring, but I started to appreciate it when I was out there.
I mean, that's all you could appreciate.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on. He's like, I'm gonna start liking this now.
Yeah.
So today you're treating us to a techno mix, which is like your usual thing. Well, not techno, it's like a mixture of different things. Can you describe your set in a couple of words to us? What can we expect?
So today I'm going to be playing a bit of techno, a bit of electronic stuff, a bit of hard house.
Okay.
I don't actually have a plan for this set, but I'm just going to play the stuff that I don't really get to play very much, because I think that stuff is a bit intimidating for like the jungle drum and bass crowd.
Oh yeah, definitely. They might have like a panic attack. Or just
so I get to play that
beam
here.
you off the stage or something. I'm like, what is going on? This is not what I signed up for.
Exactly. I don't think I could get away with playing that in my
like
usual
sets.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to play a bit of that. I think I'm just going to go kind of dark, heavy.
Okay.
Something different for me, yeah.
That sounds absolutely fit. So before I let you play, which is going to be in just a second, is there anything you have coming up that we can look forward to from you?
So it's almost been a year of the Planet Sali show. I'm kind of gonna try and change it a little bit and do a bit more interviews and hosting. Starting with next week, I'm doing 15 years of Sweet Pea. So if anyone wants to lock in or come down to Planet Wax next Friday, that's going to be a first for me. So, yeah.
Oh my God. Okay.
Really get over my fear of the mic.
The mic's terrifying, but it's all right. Just kind of like black out whilst you're talking.
Exactly.
Hopefully it's okay. Right, thank you so much for the interview, Sally, and let's head into your set.
Yes.
is it just happening inside my head?
making my way through the making my way through the making my way through the making my way through the.
And then we have Sali. Thank you so much for your set today. And next up we have Red X featuring Rivos. But first we're going to have a wee interview with Red X. Give us 2 secs.